and images that come from the subconscious mind, which we thought were not going to be any important. We thought they couldn't help you. They thought that they didn't mean anything, and by now you're older and you don't think that anything early could possibly have an effect on your real life, and sometimes fears and phobias don't kick in until later in life, as other problems as well. And you think, how could being beat up by the bully have anything to do with now? But it does. And I'm here to tell you that once people actually do the step-by-step instructions, those problems disappear. It's absolutely amazing. It's different and it works. And so I'm here to tell you about how the subconscious mind affects all these problems later in life, even though you think they're long gone. They can't hurt you anymore. Let me give you a little example. Tom Hanks in the movie Da Vinci Code talked about his phobia, about getting into a closed-in place. And he couldn't go into an elevator, he couldn't go into a van, and later he explains he fell into a well as a child. Well, here's my point. He's not a child, nor is he in a well. But the subconscious mind still kicks in the same reactive pattern, and that reactive pattern comes from the defense mechanism saying, don't go there, danger, danger. But there's no more danger. I call it a phantom foe. It doesn't exist anymore. Just like somebody who has a phantom limb, they've had a limb amputated and yet they still feel pain there. So people that have fear of birds, or they have a fear of freeways and they can't drive the freeway. I mean, it can be a full-blown phobia. It could go into agoraphobia. It could go into a phobia of just looking at a bird. I had a client who looked at birds. She couldn't even look at my business card that had birds on it. She never in her life cooked a piece of chicken. She couldn't walk outside because they might have birds there. She is now completely cured of it.
Dr. Sidman was just fantastic. I had terrible, terrible phobias of birds and of death from childhood, of abuse that happened to me as a child, and it just really ruled my life. And like not looking at a chicken or a turkey, or being able to cope with that, or going in a restaurant that has stuffed animals, or a museum, would never do that. And so Dr. Sidman got me through everything. There was no pain, no suffering. I got through it. Not only got through it, she just helped so much. It was just a very natural feel.
Mind. And the mind governs the body. And I'm here to tell you that if you work directly with the mind, the body and the emotions heal.
I was afraid to try things. I was afraid to do things. I was afraid of what people would say about me or think about me, that type of thing. And so it really kind of I almost felt like I was disabled in a sense where I couldn't pursue anything. Because I had more confidence in myself, I was able to go out more and meet people. And through that I met my wife now, Karina. And just recently got married, and it's going great. I think that if I hadn't gone through the program, I don't think I would have even met Karina, because a lot of our interests probably would have been a little different.
Asthma, sleep tips, and how dark chocolate can affect your blood pressure. All this and more on the American Health Journal's Health News. Read some interesting health stories you won't see every day. Just go to thedoctorshow.com and click on Health News. Stress has become the most prominent cause of health problems today. And if stress goes unresolved, it can even lead to a heart attack. Dr. Jacqueline Sidman, the author of Instant Inner Peace, explained the Sidman solution for relieving stress permanently.
The 3 best-selling over-the-counter drugs are sold to treat stress. People buy aspirin, they buy sleeping pills, they buy anxiety tablets, anything that reduces stress.
How dangerous is stress?
70 to 80% of visits to health practitioners are stress-related. And 70% of accidents in the home or otherwise are stress-related. Stress is destroying us. So I created this CD program that includes a very non-stressful workbook so that people can learn lifestyle changes and self-hypnosis techniques that they can do on their own to relax the body and relax the mind and reduce their stress. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, when somebody experiences strong emotions, there are physiological changes. For example, with fear, the heartbeat elevates, the blood pressure elevates, the adrenaline secretion elevates,